Hey everybody, just wanted to run through this really quick. I've recorded this gameplay with the intention of having audio from the area chat. Apparently it doesn't work that way, so just bear with me here. It's going to show a lot of clips, going back and forth between the stats and everything. Just kind of ignore that. But I am running, this is my Magic DK for PvP. I'm running 5 light, 1 heavy, 1 medium. I'm running Shackle Breaker and Bright Throats. So my Shackle Breaker jewelry, I'm running Arcane on all 3 with the spell damage glyphs. I'm also running a Shackle Breaker, Inferno Staff, and Sword and Board. The Sword and Board is, I got my sword powered for the extra heals. The board is Impen. You can do infused if you like on the sword for the weapon damage enchant. You could probably run some different ones if you'd like. And then I'm running mostly magic glyphs on my armor, but I am for the head, chest, and legs running the prismatic. Gives you more stamina, more magic, or more stamina and more health, a little less magic, but it does help with kind of balancing those stats out. You can run the build different ways. I run light armor because you have more penetration. You can run it the opposite way by having Bright Throats jewelry and weapons and then heavy Shackle Breaker. That'll give you more resistances, but it'll give you less crit, less penetration, a little bit more health, but it's like a trade-off. A lot less damage for a little bit more survivability. If you didn't see there, I'm running Witch Mother's Potent Brew. Gives you max health and magic, a little bit of recovery. That's kind of what activates the Bright Throats. You can switch that out, run Dubious if you want. It'll give you less magic, but it'll give you over 1,000, closer to like 1,100 stamina recovery, and 1,700 or 17,000 stamina. I think it'll put you at like 37 or 38,000 magic. So buffed up with my volatile armor, it puts me at kind of like the medium armor range of resistances, which isn't great for a light armor character, but when you have wings, you have line of sight, it's a trade-off. You can still get away with a lot. Spell damage with just entropy is 26. When you get your weapon damage proc in there, it's over 3k. I was running the mage for extra max magic, but you can run the apprentice if you like. It takes you just under 40k max magic, but you're pushing, it's like an extra 250 on spell damage. So buffed up and everything, you're at 3,300 instead of 3k. And then Cyrodiil buffs on top of that. You're looking at 32 to 3,500 spell damage, which with 40k max magic is really decent. You could also run the tower if you like. That'll give you more stam. It'll put you at like 17k. But I'm going to switch here back to the mage. I think I switched back. And so, yeah, there I've got, you kind of get a overview of the stats there. It's all kind of balanced out. 40k, 18k health, 15k stam. Here I go, switching back to the mage. No idea what I recorded that little section for there. And like I said, there's different ways to run this. The main reason I run Destro Staff is because of Elemental Drain. Elemental Drain gives you 300 recovery every second, which in magic recovery terms is 600 magic recovery. So on top of the almost 1,800 magic recovery, I've got another 600 there from Elemental Drain, putting me at quite a bit. And then when I use a potion, it puts me over 2k. And so I'm looking at 2,600 magic recovery right there. Also with Ellie Drain, it gives you about 5,000 spell pen. And so that's another reason a lot of DKs run it, is because it's extra spell pen. Now I don't know if you need it, because I've got the spell pen there, and then I've also got, light armor gives close to 5k, and then I've got another 3k in champion points. And so I'm sitting at like 13,000, 14,000 spell pen. Whether or not that's needed, I don't know. It helps definitely with damage, but I'll show you guys here in a second. I also, from time to time, like to run dual wield. You can run dual wield because you have to be up close for your lava lash anyways. And what that does is you get the benefit of two different traits. So I've got Nerd on there for the extra spell damage, and I've also got Sharpen. So it gives some, not as much as Ellie Drain, but I'm at 3,300 spell damage, and that's without running Apprentice. So if I was running Apprentice, I'd be at 35, and then Cyrodiil would put me at like 37 to 3,800 spell damage, which is a lot. The other benefit of not running Ellie Drain is that you can run Mage Light, or Engulfing Flame. Engulfing Flame is a good one. It's a damage over time effect, and it also increases your damage with fire abilities by 10%, which is a lot. But using the Mage's Light, it puts you at close to 44k max magic, and it puts your spell crit to 39%, which is huge. Compared to the 29% you're at, an extra 10% spell crit is a lot. And you can run that. You still have a huge amount of damage. I think I'm just going back over it here at this point, showing, M-Pen's the main thing you want to go. You can do spell damage on all your glyphs. If you wanted more recovery, you can. If you wanted to do cost reduction, you can. You could even throw on Bloodthirsty or whatever. Sprint would be a good one, or I think that's what it's called. Swift. Swift would be kind of interesting since it's a heavy or light armor DK. You're still slow, but it would be fun to have. I might try that out myself. But yeah, this is what I run. I was tired of seeing kind of subpar builds. So if you have any questions, comments, just leave them below. Thank you.